where you're like, when shit breaks, it really breaks. I had one of those weeks last week. I have a tankless hot water heater. I've had one. I think my house is like 20 years old. Time flies when you're having fun. I think it's over 20 years old. I'm not sure. I really don't know when the hell I built the house. I know I built it the year a friend of mine passed away, and I can't remember when he passed away, but I think it was about 20 years ago. With that said, my hot water heater went. This is my third one, tankless. They work really good. And be honest, people are like, oh, they don't work very good. They work good. The only thing is people have to realize if you buy a tank, it's in there boiling water all day, boiling. So it costs a lot of money for a tank one. Tankless doesn't do anything the whole day. So if you calculate the amount of electricity you wasted all year with that thing keeping a vat of water just ready, and like me, if you've cut open hot water tanks, you'll know how much trash is in it. It's like, ugh, just gross. They're all full of like crap. So, and I wonder how all that shit doesn't come out of the tank. Sometimes I've cut several, probably at least 10 hot water tanks open and had to like shovel the crud out. One I had to scrape an inch and a half of nasty slime out of it. It was just like crud. So anyway, I don't have to worry about that. Anyway, it died. With that said, it died. I ordered a new one from I ordered from Home Depot because I guess it was the same price. Ordered from Home Depot. Placed the order I think on a Sunday or whatever. What was it? Friday or Saturday. Order one. Get the confirmation. Oh, it's being sent. Then my wife notices on the little app, banking app, that they only took like $500 something instead of the whole $700 for the what do you call it, hot water heater. And it's not like I could just wait and buy another one. I had to buy another one because I need a hot water heater. And I bought the exact same kind because it was easier to install. If I would have bought a different model, I would have to buy a different breaker, different wire, all this shit. So, with that said, I ordered it and they're like, why didn't you take all the money out? So I call up Home Depot. I'm like, you guys, how could you? Like, oh, well, there's a payment problem. I'm like, okay, it was supposed to be delivered Monday. Go to the bank this was last Monday. Go to the bank and they're like, okay. I put the money in the bank. I put extra money in the bank. And what do? They pull out another $700 for the freaking hot water heater. So I'm like, meanwhile, they have my $585 that was in the account. And then they take out $700 for a hot water heater. And I'm like, okay. So then I call Home Depot. The other one's on the way. It's being shipped. They were supposed to ship it to the Home Depot store in Messina, New York. Okay. So then I call them up. I'm like, excuse me? Like, they're like, well, we can't do anything. You gotta call the bank. So I call the bank and I'm like, the bank's like, no, they have your money. We don't. Bank says, well, usually you get it back 7 days later. I'm like, so basically my store was screwed out of money for 3 or 4 days to get stuff from my store because the bank stole it for a week. Finally, around Friday, I get the money back. And then they called me and they're like, well, we can't deliver it to a PO box. And I'm like, I didn't leave a PO box. It's supposed to be delivered to the store. They're like, well, do you still want well, do you have an address to deliver to? And this is the FedEx guy. I said, well, I gave him the other address to where I ship stuff to. And he's like, okay. So instead of driving an hour to Messina, I drove 20 minutes away. And thankfully, that turned out right. So to make it even longer, I go install the hot water heater, and hot water heater goes in. Kitchen water is making hot water. Everything works fine. And all of a sudden, my what do you call it? My shower doesn't have hot water. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? I try it one night. Second day, I'm like, okay, like because our tap was a little bit messed up, but it wouldn't work properly. So I'm like, you know what? I'll change the tap, the shower faucet thing. Spend $100 on that stupid thing. Spend the whole day fighting with pipes and solder and all this stuff and whatever. And like these things, like realized, oh yeah, you want a pound of solder these days? It's $52 for a pound of copper solder. I don't know. I remember paying $10 for those things, but that's just me being old. So change the tap, get it all set. I still got to rip the whole shower anyway because the whole shower has to be changed. But I change the tap for now. I didn't want to mess around moving to a new house. So when we move the house, I'll change that one later. Get that done, and I'm like, there's still no hot water coming out of it. And the tankless hot water heater works by water flow rate. I'm like, the sink on the other side of directly like 2 feet in front of the shower, gets burning hot water. The kitchen sink works. We know all the other hot water works. Even the what do you call it? bathroom and downstairs, the hot water works. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? There's no hot water. I'm like, maybe the pipes are clogged. I'm like, well, how are pipes clogged? We used to get hot water before. It was working 2 weeks ago. The shower head was, I look at the shower head, it's all like calciumed out or whatever thing, corroded. I'm like, maybe it's the shower head. So I try in different settings, works for a bit, doesn't work, stops working. Finally, I'm like, let me take the whole thing, unscrew the whole shower head, turn it on, full hot water works. So, hot water heater dies, tap gets replaced, and the whole shower head gets replaced. What a pain in the ass. So, and well, next the whole shower is going to be replaced too. So, yeah, when shit happens, it happens. So that was life blowing us a good one. Like just when you get like ahead, everything seems to be like one step ahead, 2 steps back. But at least I learned now, looking up how to fix a whole shower. I know how to put the shower walls up, the concrete board. I know how to seal the concrete board. I know how to then, what do you call it? Paint it with a rubber membrane, or I could buy the Schluter system, which is super expensive, and then what screws to use and all that shit. So the next house I'm gonna attempt to do our own shower. Also, I figured out that concrete board comes in 3x5 sheets because standard showers apparently are 3 feet by 5 feet. I'm like, maybe that's why my shower seems a little small, because my shower is 3 feet by 4 feet. If I had it 3 feet by 5 feet, my fat ass would fit in it, and my ass isn't that fat anymore because I lost about 50 pounds. Just my fat head. So with that said, uh, like you get one step ahead and you just come behind. So I'm becoming a shower expert pretty soon. So I made a note of the screws, the shower tiles, the tile little inserts, the red coat or the other chemical you can use, but it's like rubber membrane you can put on, and all the shit I need. Which it's not $1 million, but I mean when you got to buy a tub of rubber membrane, it's $50, and you got to buy the little other things for $20. And mind you, the shower, it's worth it to put a shower in properly because moldy houses suck. And so, what I did is I kind of cheated. I didn't have a lot of money when I did my shower. I had what I thought was waterproof paneling. Turns out they weren't very waterproof. Been in there a long time and it's eaten to the wall. So in another video, I'll show you what I bought to scrape the entire wall off. I cut the entire wall out. Other than that, it's all good. Showers. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click something over here, over here, over here, and maybe up over there. And thanks for watching. 7 minutes of blah, blah, blah. Enjoy. Thank you.